Hello and welcome to Chicago Reacts. My name is Lauren and today I'm looking at a video suggested by patron Fujiyoshi Cake. I have thanked you multiple times, but I don't know if I've ever said it right, so I apologize. But in any case, this was suggested by them. The unintentionally disturbing videos of YouTube is what it is called. So, I mean, it's kind of spooky times. We're gonna see some nasty stuff, I imagine. But it's always kind of weirder when it's not like disturbing on purpose. So unintentionally disturbing videos of YouTube. Let's find out. I love that this is like, it's including topics and videos that may disturb you, even if it's not on purpose. Just so you know, this is the warning.
Fear. It's one of the most common human emotions. Being afraid. It's something everyone experiences, but what they're afraid of is entirely up to them. Some people are afraid of the dark, some people are afraid of clowns, some people are afraid of going outside. It's entirely subjective. And 'tis the season to be scary. You're going to be seeing a lot more horror around the place, and I'm going to be adding to that.
Fun.
Horror can be found on YouTube.
Oh, right, I hate
if
this.
you look in the right places. There are plenty of YouTubers out there who can talk to you about horror.
Scary,
Sometimes
but that
the
thing
horrors
is
of fiction,
gross.
the horrors of reality, or both. There's also animations or all sorts of analog or ARGs that can be found here. Horror is a very popular form of entertainment on the site. But when watching a lot of these, you know exactly what you're getting into. You like horror, and you want to be disturbed. What I'm looking for today is a bit different. What about the type of horror where it was made with innocent intentions, but when you look at it, oh my god, that is horrifying. This is what I call unintentional horror.
Okay.
The type of horror that is made by complete accident. It's a very specific niche type of horror, but it exists. It's most commonly found in old CGI from the 80s and 90s, where they haven't quite gotten human models right, and they just look creepy and uncanny. Impressive for the time, but now it feels like I'm being sent subliminal messages.
Yes, let's get some subliminal messages. It's those dead-eyed stares.
Yeah, uncanny CGI is one thing, but what other videos are out there that are disturbing by complete accident? That's why I asked my watchers for suggestions, and I got a nice slew of recommendations. So thank you all for that. We're going to be looking through a couple of hand-picked videos by me of some videos that weren't meant to be horror, but somehow they are. These are...
Excellent, let's go. Let us be disturbed.
Now, I am fully aware what people find scary is incredibly subjective. What one person might find horrifying, another person might find absolutely hilarious. So really this all comes down to personal opinions. Let's keep that in mind. But that being said, let's go ahead and get this started.
Allons-y.
One of the most dedicated communities is the professional wrestling community. I have known people well into their 40s and 50s who still watch WWE and the likes to this day. Aww. Just watching some meatheads slam each other with some lore drizzled in is one of America's most loved pastimes. Me personally, I've watched it time to time, but I never got that much into it. My family members, however, were a different story, especially in the late 2000s.
So bouncy.
One of them got super into it and decided to practice their wrestling moves on me.
They are so bouncy. I always did some wrestling too, but like, you know, we didn't watch wrestling as a kid, but we definitely like, we wrestled. We wrestled. My mom hated it because like, she was always terrified that someone was going to slam their head into a table or something. But it used to be like, and we did it with our friends. Like my dad would sometimes like be involved. Like it was a lot of fun. We did a lot of wrestling as kids. And now I have taken a couple of classes actually, like some wrestling classes. Mostly it's like we've learned like a couple of holds and how to throw people, which I kind of already knew, but it's fun to like relearn them.
Thanks, bro. I appreciate it. Love ya. But the format of wrestling is naturally competitive. So people are going to attach themselves to wrestlers and root for the ones they love, and they'll argue with others about it. 'Tis the nature of competition, after all.
Like one time even, it was like my cousin was there. Like, it's like I had like koala'd onto his back, and he even like slammed himself backwards. He like launched himself into the air to slam himself backwards to like slam me into the ground and like get me off. And I was like, no. No. You're not shaking me loose that easy. I am gonna win this.
My personal favorite, the Shockmaster. Because why not? Now, of course, rants about wrestlers people don't like show up all the time. And of course some of these will find their way onto YouTube. And I remember seeing one that stuck with me all these years later. One about Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson specifically. Now, Dwayne was huge in the late 90s, right around the time I was born, so I can't comment on how he was. But I wonder what kind of video could be made about him well over a decade later.
This video is rated PG, which stands for Pure Greatness!
I don't like this already.
I don't like the little giggly children. I mean, the music box isn't great.
I need an adult!
That's also not great.
Smart marks. My name is Pixella Von Peter. And guess what, baby boys? I am sick of hearing you all bash my hero, John Cena. So now it's time for me to bash your hero, The Rock, aka Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
This lost snuff film is from a channel called Pixella Von Peter, where they mostly focus on wrestling videos. Most of the time, it's usually videos made to ruffle feathers and piss people off, talking crap about all the popular wrestlers.
Okay.
He can't see me. So that's why The Rock sucks. So come on, smart marks.
I mean, I wish that he had like a pop shield. Like, and something to cover the microphone. Like something, you know?
Give me your feedback.
Yeah, the arguments aren't very sound, but you're not going to remember these for the opinions. You're going to remember this for everything else. If someone sent you one of these videos with no context in the middle of the night, you'd be a bit freaked out.
Confused.
I think they were going for some masked wrestling persona like, but the entire aura of the videos give off serial killer vibes.
A little bit,
You
yeah.
could tell-
Especially because it's like the wallpaper and the clocks and stuff in here. That's freaking weird. But it's like they have like, you know, there's just very little decoration. It's all very like sporadic. The lighting is really terrible. Like
Tell me this was the recordings of some psychopath before doing something horrific, and I'd 100% believe you.
The Rock sucks. The editor sucks. And you all suck.
The dark and empty apartment, the pitch-down voice, and the entire persona. This gives off huge Bjorn Starker vibes, does it not? But this is only for the early videos, because as time went
so
on...
many clocks. Why does he have so many clocks? We have one in my whole apartment. There's one clock. I mean, there's the one on the stove, because we don't have a microwave. So I don't even have a microwave clock. We've got one clock on the stove and one clock elsewhere. Why does he have so many? He's like 3 that we've seen.
Pixella would move apartments, and the whole disturbing aspect just kind of dwindled. Yeah, it's kind of difficult to find this off-putting or unnerving when I see the Bing Bing Wahoo man up there. I'm going to assume this was just someone who just had fun making people in the wrestling community angry with their weird
probably
videos.
A little bit of a
I mean,
troll.
in some videos, Pixella didn't even bother putting the voice filter on.
That Attitude Era baby boy was so mean. He said such horrible things. Things that hurt my feelings so much.
So he's like literally just talking from behind the mask. No wonder it's so weird sounding.
And the videos did piss a few people off. Pixella even got into a multi-year feud with another YouTuber called Bubba Dunk Funkin'.
Today I'm going to bash one of the biggest Attitude Era lovers here on YouTube, and his name is Bubba Dunk Funkin'. So I'm not going to hold anything back. It's time to show this butter boy who his daddy is.
Gross.
Now, who in the world could they be talking about? Who the hell is Bubba Dunk Funkin'? Oh my god, how many of these people are there?
Big bad monster is coming after you.
Oh god, that was awful. I hated that. Bubba Gunk Funkin' or whatever. What? Why? Why? Why did you want to look like that guy who turned into a worm from Dune? He also kind of looked like the guy from The Thing.
Terrifying face will make you scream until you're blue.
You say I make you sick? Okay then, you know what you make me? You make me want to jump out the fucking window.
Now, even though this man's eyes are completely absent and it's like staring into the abyss, his videos are not nearly as off-putting as, well, this. His accent is so exaggerated, and his vocabulary is that of a Black Ops 2 voice chat.
You insult me by calling me a bunch of childish names, like Poopy Head, Baby Boy, Big Bubba Turd, Evil Poopy Head, and you also call me a son of a bee sting. Well, I could call you names too. Fast!
Now, mind you, I'm showing you the tame version. The full video will get me crucified by YouTube, so seek it out for yourself.
Yeah,
and once
no,
again,
I don't think I
this
will.
feud, in big quotations, went on for years. Years! Both threatening to beat each other up and everything.
You're in the hospital because I put you there. You're a fucking loser.
You can't understand what they
And
say.
you need to be treated like one.
He can't, like, at first I thought like he had the mask on, and he had like pre-recorded the lines and he was just like miming to it, but some of these it really sounds like he's got like it sounds like he's just talking through the mask. This is the room that it looked like there was 2 clocks in, so I was like, either way he's got.
How did you like the pain, Bubba? Well, guess what? When we have our fight, very soon, any day now, when we have our fight, the pain's gonna be 10 times worse.
And honestly, I have no clue if this was an actual feud or just 2 friends manufacturing drama for the sake of the funny. Whatever the case, it led to nowhere. No one cared at the end of the day.
Yeah, it
but when
doesn't
it
seem
comes
like
to Pixella's early videos, I have no clue if they were going for that creepy aesthetic, but damn, they nailed it. Discovering
really
these videos
did.
is quite the rabbit hole to fall down. If that's a rabbit hole you want to travel into, go right ahead. But be sure to bring a flashlight.
That's uncomfortable. I don't like that at all. I mean, good job, man. That was awful. Castle cake suitable for a kid's party. Oh. Okay.
Stay away, okay? Away! Away! I just wanted Staines to know that he had to back away from the plate of cupcakes.
Cooking channels are all over YouTube. Some
I mean,
people come
that dog has seen the horrors.
for the food, some people come for the personality of the cooks, and some people come to see someone make the most disgusting slop possible. Only the best chefs add mayonnaise to every single meal they make. But there's also a ton of underground cooking channels, some that get little to no views, and since most of these are basically just people filming themselves,
Oh, this woman is in prison for trying to assassinate her husband. Interesting.
with whatever they have on hand, you get situations like this.
Welcome to another video at Yorkshire Chef. Today I'm going to show you how to make a castle cake, and it's a cake in shape of a castle, and basically how to save a few quid while you're doing it. So let's get on with it. Cake I made earlier, I've already made this one, and I've used grey food colouring. Black food.
You have an elderly British man using a VHS camera showing us how to make a castle cake. The video seems harmless, but the whole thing just feels off. It's mostly the improvised nature of the video, and the fact the whole cake making process it just looks disgusting. I don't know if it's the camera he's using, but the color scheme makes the cake look gray,
Yeah, it looks
and the
very
batter
gray.
look gray too. It doesn't look like he's making cake mix, it looks like he's making cement.
It's like very sludgy looking, huh? I mean, like, it's supposed to be gray, I think, because it's making a castle, but like,
We put an heavy object on.
and it's putting it in
this
paint
case a
cans,
wrench
which
and
is
an impact screwdriver.
choice.
To balance that on there.
You're gonna put your tools in the oven for this? Is that safe?
What you need to do next is carve a niche out in top of your cake.
Ooh, look at this. Doesn't this look appetizing for the kids? Doesn't this look yummy? The final result looks like a complete mess, but if this video were here just for bad food, Cooking with Jack would be here instead. Nope, the channel this video is on is called Paul4608, and the entire channel has videos similar to this one.
Yikes.
Using a low-quality VHS camera, some of them are cooking videos, and others are just random hobbies he likes to show off. And the vast majority of them all have this not entirely uneasy but not entirely ordinary vibe to them.
it just gives like Blair Witchy kind of vibe. Like maybe because it's such an old camera, like the V8, like it's just grainy. It's like weird. It looks like it's got weird filters on it. Like it's just a little different. It's a little strange.
Almost every video has this vibe to it. It's like it's gonna cut to some victim wrapped up in towels or something, but it never does. It's like an unfinished ARG. It's like waiting for a jump scare that never comes.
The tension would get you. This is weird. Ooh, that is weird.
And it's hard to tell
Yikes.
if this guy has any self-awareness. People have been split if this is purposely made to be unnerving, or if the guy just is not aware it is. He has a couple of videos up where he shows off a hobby of making little shorts with handmade models, and they look like burn victims. I do gotta say, the model
Yikes.
videos are actually entertaining in a weird way. He put this much effort into them.
I mean, that's great.
Something was going on. Water was starting to pour into the ship. The ship must be sinking.
Okay.
This is quite the little channel to sift through.
Alright,
Maybe
I mean-
some horror YouTuber will go through this channel
Cute.
one day and analyze every single video to
The things they didn't look great, but like he put a lot of effort into that. I can give him credit for that.
an excruciating degree to come to the conclusion if this channel is trying to be disturbing on purpose, or if this guy just has no clue and is just showing off his hobbies. My money is on Scare Theater. Place your bets now. So this is Schrodinger's ARG. Is this an actual attempt to disturb people, or is this just an innocent old man not knowing his hobbies are freaking out randos on the internet, also having big E-celebs watch them?
This looks like the kind of film you'd see in a courthouse when they're trying a serial killer. This would be like the evidence.
Well, my friends, that is up for you to decide. Theorize away and leave your theories in the comments, and I'll pretend I care when I read them. Next.
Reen. That's so mean. Well, this is apropos.
How dedicated are you to the things you love? How far are you willing to go to show your love for something? Anything. Maybe you'll draw a collage of the things you love, or you'll make
I
something
mean, like right now, just based on the title, this particular part of this video is going to be incredibly appropriate and make everybody very uncomfortable.
express your love for it. Maybe you'll be like that guy who made a whole church for a Danganronpa character. Coated all the walls, the floors, and everything for a fictional character. But you know, this guy has some self-awareness. He knows it's weird and he's just dedicated himself to the bit. This is his whole personality now. You talk to him, it's gonna come up at least once. Now, what if we took this level of dedication, took out the irony, the self-awareness, and the anime girl, and replaced it with a rapper and mental illness? Okay, you're technically right, but that isn't exactly what I had in mind. The rapper I'm talking about is P. Diddy, or Puff Daddy, or Puffy, whatever you want to call him. Made some hit songs, got a huge fan base who love his works, and one of his fans was extremely dedicated to his work.
Like, when did this come out? This video came out a year ago, so I mean, and now think about what we know, what's come to light, full public about P. Diddy. Things that people in the business kind of knew, or definitely knew. but not necessarily everybody else. Now think, I wonder how this fan is doing now, and if he's cool with it.
Dedicated is one way to put it. This is from a now-deleted YouTube channel called Insomniac, a musician who eats, breathes, and shits music. He has supposedly created thousands of songs and wanted P. Diddy to take him under his wing. So he creates a YouTube video to get his attention, and it got the attention of everyone but P. Diddy. See for yourself.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
If you can't read it, the message in all these notebooks is, "Dear Mr. P. Diddy, please accept." And the same sentence, "Mr. Diddy, all this hard work I have done for you," is posted all over the room. While he doesn't show what's in all the notebooks, if he did, this video would probably be 3 hours long, it's still freaky to see. Now, where have I seen this scenario before?
Yup, very shiny.
So this guy has filled this room to the brim with notebooks, either filled with the same request over and over, or the thousands of songs he has supposedly wrote. And I don't think this guy knew. This was beyond disturbing. How does he sleep?
So
does he have to play
weird.
hopscotch with the notebooks if he needs to go piss in the middle of the night? This video went mostly unnoticed, until a Cracked article came out in 2010, the very same one I mentioned in my video about the social media website with only one user, which sent a lot of traffic and attention towards the video due to how creepy it was.
Yeah,
so
very,
it
very
stayed
creepy.
until his YouTube account was terminated for violating copyright. Yeah, copyright. So, Bjorn Starker vibes from this video, but that dude is no longer with us. We know that. But here, nobody knows what happened to this guy. But another YouTuber a couple of years ago did some research and found out the guy was still on other social media websites, where he used a ton of bots to make it look like he was super rich and famous, obviously for having the world's largest notebook collection.
Of course.
But other than that, nobody knows what is actually going on here.
Oh my god.
But the biggest question is, did P. Diddy actually take the request? Probably not.
There's no pity for Diddy.
And he's probably better off for the fact that, yeah, he's probably better off.
One of the things I see online all the time is people getting spooked by experimental art. Now, I think everyone is aware anything can be classified as art these days. It's a very low bar.
I call it bold and brash. More like belongs in the trash. Ah!
But sometimes people will look at it and overanalyze the hell out of pretty much anything. Like, for example, there's this classic, Blank Room Soup. This is an old-ass video that people have analyzed to hell and back. Like, there's all sorts of theories. Oh, he's being sentenced to death and this is his last meal. Oh, they're feeding him his wife and children. Or maybe, just maybe, 3 guys got together and made a weird-ass video just because they wanted to. Hey, it's just a
I was
theory.
like, they're his inner demons. I've seen they're comforting him as he eats his soup with his ladle.
Don't get mad at me. Like, sometimes, these art projects are made to be creepy. Take a look at Pete the Meat Puppet here. A video about a puppet made of meat coming to life and trying to find meaning in life. But look at this thing, come on! This was made to be somewhat off-putting. He's made of raw meat, for Christ's sake! It's still a parody video at the end of the day, but somewhere out there, this meat puppet is sitting in someone's closet, never to be touched again.
I hope not. I hope it is destroyed. I am thinking there are some things that like didn't used to necessarily be completely terrifying, but they are now. Like a lot of those old Disney shorts, not necessarily the cartoons, but like there was like that one puppet that there was this one really, really creepy Disney puppet. Let's see if I can find, I'll see if I can find. All right. I don't know if this was Disney, but it kind of looked like him. Like there was like a, I don't know. I remember seeing like a short and I think it was I thought it was part of like a Disney grouping. But like this guy freaked me right out when I was when I was a kid.
It probably looks worse now than it does in this video. Just think of that mental image. If you know about YouTube horror content, you've probably seen this video. This video is very famous. It's called I Feel Fantastic. It is about some android robot lady singing in an auto-tuned voice. I can't show much of it because for some reason, the song is copyrighted. How?
Right.
Is this bitch collecting royalties? What does an android need with ad revenue? Whatever. Anyway, this went around
Circuits
the
are
internet in the late
expensive.
2000s and was a mystery for quite a while. People thought it was like a serial killer who stole his victims' clothes and put them on this robot as a way to taunt their families online or whatever.
Oh, I mean,
Nope,
like,
it
everyone
turns out
always
it was
thinks
just
that.
some guy who was really into animatronics that wanted to try and sell them, but couldn't get any buyers, so he programmed the thing to sing songs he wrote, and thus uploaded them to the internet, where the urban legends started to spring forth. Yeah, it's creepy.
I mean,
but
they
when
are
you're
creepy and they're in a weird little model home. Like, that's not helpful.
the one who spent agonizing hours building them, you probably grow numb to it.
Right. Well, also the fact that, like, okay, that, you know, if he built them, like, in his garage or whatever, that's pretty impressive, actually.
I gotta put a seizure warning up for this next one. Skip to here if you're sensitive to flashing lights. This next one is called
Agamemnon! Agamemnon counterpart. Oh, Mr. Agamemnon. Clytemnestra was right.
counterpart. It's apparently supposed to be a representation of aliens finding a VHS of a kid's show 500-something years in the future and attempting to recreate it. Wow, yeah. If you're epileptic, you'd be destroyed by this.
Dang.
This is an old video, too. Its original upload was deleted, but it's since been re-uploaded. And this was years before the ARG and analog horror scene took off. There is no spooky story or anything of the sorts behind this. Well, not officially. Some person just wanted to create something like this from scratch just because they could.
That's pretty
That
cool.
was the mantra back then. Not for fame, not for fortune, but for the hell of it. What else? This suggestion about a channel named Embryo Wallace.
I don't
Let's
think I
check it
like
out.
the sound of that.
Where do they come from? Where do they come from? Embryo Wallace.
Well, what do I think about this video? You really want to know what I think? I think people have way too much time on their hands. I mean, really, I could go on and on about this weird experimental art segment, but with the power of imagination and hands, you could create literally anything, for no reason, just because
Green
you
is
could.
not a
The
creative
possibilities are
color.
endless, but this video is not, so let's move on.
Great grandma's coffin in my own backyard.
So I'll get straight to the point with this one, because a ton of other YouTubers have covered it, but a lot of people wanted me to talk about it, so what the hell. Basically, this video is about a deaf man who speaks entirely in sign language, and gives a story about how his old grandparents' cemetery they were buried at closed down and fell into disarray. So he decided to dig up his old grandmother's coffin and bring it to his backyard so he could maintain it. The man seems to have a huge amount of respect for his grandparents. He even has his great-grandfather's skull as well, and he apparently never even met them because they died years before he was even born. So
kinda
he has
terrifying.
good intentions to keep them both together after death and get them away from that decaying cemetery. He then shows his deceased great-grandmother in a coffin, and then he starts kissing her. Oh.
I hope it's fake. It's gotta be fake.
So
it's gotta be fake.
This has many implications, and I don't like any of them.
It's gotta
The
be
man has a
fake.
good heart, no doubt, but wow, that's a little too much love. He even has a second video up called Children Shouldn't Play with the Dead Thing, where he kisses her even more after he claims he cleaned the inside of her casket and her clothes. Why does Grandma need her clothes changed exactly? I don't think Grandma's getting out much. Yeah, there are many things one can take from this, but I'm not going to pull the trigger on any of them. It's eyebrow raising for sure. And this guy probably didn't know this was disturbing as all hell. A lot of people have come up with theories. This could be a hoax, the body's a wax model or something like that.
gotta be fake.
But I'm not taking any chances. And the weirdest part about it is, the guy's YouTube channel, besides these two videos, is completely normal. It's just him talking about random things, about being old and deaf. Nothing strange at all.
That's
it's
so
just
weird.
these two videos people are familiar with. And when you see it once, it'll
I
stick
don't want
with you.
to. I will
He
not.
seems like a nice old man, but damn did he leave an impact. I wonder if Grandma is still in that backyard, or if someone else is taking care of her now.
Yikes.
I hope she's in a better place, wherever she may be. And DJ Def, if you can hear me, I just want to say... oh wait, never mind.
Well, next, WMV.
I need something to ease my conscience after that. What's our last subject for today?
Okay.
Hi, Monique. How you doing today?
Hi, dude, man. I have a nasty cold today.
How you got a
Yeah.
cold, you say? Oh, okay. Maybe we'll talk later.
Dude, man.
What the hell did I just watch?
That was...
This is from a channel called Dude Man 2, and the entire channel is this. This man making stop-motion-like videos with these weird furry dolls.
And like some of them seems like she wasn't even listening to him. Like they didn't even have a conversation. She talks right over him.
Of all shapes and sizes. If you look in the dictionary and under the word uncanny, you'll find a picture of these dolls. These things are too human-like for their own good. It feels like I'm staring at something that shouldn't exist. The guy's pretty good at stop motion.
Yeah.
He can do great in the professional scene, but instead of using actual puppets, it's these damn things. Like, God,
That's
look at how
very
these damn
odd.
things move. With the title of the videos and the way they're dressed, I think these are supposed to be seductive in some way, but I have never been more turned off in...
I mean, it's terrifying. It is very uncomfortable to watch, but like the way that he had this like rat girl climb up on that chair looked very realistic, which is kind of impressive.
my life.
Bears gotta have some fun too, you know.
Oh, she's a bear, not a rat.
Who is this voice actress who got to be in these videos? Who did he blackmail into being in these things? Is there any more info on this? Oh, there's a website link on his channel. Ugh, I don't know if I want to click on this. I feel like I'm going to be put on some FBI watch list if I do.
Probably.
It's dead. Ooh, I don't know if I should be thankful.
You should be.
Of course, I can just look up an archive of it, because I need to know what is going on here. Here we go, Stuffed Company. This is a place for me and my wife to show off our work we have done on our dolls. Stuffed Company came about because I travel out of town sometimes, so me and my wife thought it would be nice if I had a travel companion. Wait. He's married? He has kids? This man gets more than me? You know, these videos are over 10 years old. Those kids are probably in their late teens or adults by now. They could be watching this video right now. If you are, do you have PTSD?
Those kids are good.
I would.
I hope they're
God,
okay.
so his wife and his kids fully embraced this lifestyle of his, went along with it, and even voiced in it. This is a family channel. This is a wholesome family channel. They get along better than most other family channels on YouTube.
Get your fucking ass up here!
All right, guys. Meet Lola Bunny.
What do you think?
Meet Lola.
She's a bunny.
We got the head out of a Salvation Army. We took the bunny head and stuffed the bunny head and made the rest of the outfit. It's freaking cool, man.
I like it.
This quickly went from disturbing to actually kind of adorable.
That is
Not the
kinda
furry dolls, I hope
cute.
they're in a fucking landfill.
But yeah, that's
this guy
horrifying,
is
but, like-
just having fun with his family.
Aw, okay.
Damn, I am
And
so
again,
conflicted.
the stop motion,
I
very
really
good.
wanted to be...
Terrifying to look at those things. They are a little bit uncomfortable, and watching them do stuff is uncomfortable, but like, he clearly put a lot of effort into it, and like, they seem to, and as long as everyone's cool with it, you know, as long as it's not weird.
disturbed, and I kind of am, but I can't hate this dude. He may make some freaky ass dolls, but he sure loves his family from the looks of it. This is not what I was expecting from this. Well, I'm glad things turned out this
Okay.
way.
I hope
This
it's all
actually did
good.
ease my cautiousness a bit. What do you know? Well, dude man, if you're watching this, I wish you and your family the best wherever you may be, and I sincerely hope you do the world a favor and burn those fucking dolls.
The
God
dolls are
bless.
scary. Even if his stop motion is
Well, it seems we've come to an end, my friends. I thought this would be a fun video topic, and it kinda was. Accidental horror is an art form that can only come from sheer obliviousness, and when it happens, the end result will never be forgotten. While some of these are incredibly unnerving to a certain degree, it's nice we were able to end on a somewhat positive note. That's a rare occurrence. God bless, like and subscribe, and good night. Here's to October and horror of all kinds.
indeed. Fantastic. So that was interesting. Very different. Very, very different. And again, it's like, and I had never heard of any of those things. So sometimes we'll watch like a compilation and I'll have seen one or two of the things. I know what it is. I have a backstory there. I have no idea what's going on with any of that. I do hope that puppets guy is, normal. Hope all of that's fine. And again, some of them, like, it's like clearly people took time and effort to make something really different and interesting. And sometimes it's just really creepy because maybe a lack of, like, the word I'm looking for is not utilities, but it's like they don't have all of the equipment maybe that they need, even if they clearly have skill. They just don't have the stuff that they need. They don't have the money, they don't have the space. Like, so sometimes things get a little bit weird. But anyway, I did think that was interesting. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for suggesting it to me as well. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye.